Happy Tuesday. Today's topic is as we're rolling into the holiday season, I thought maybe we can talk about some prep. Um, so it is not uncommon for this time of year to get a little stressy. We might be seeing family members that we normally don't. We might be socializing more than we do during most parts of the year. Our interactions with people can just look different. There's a lot of change during this time of year, a lot of rotating off of schedules and what makes us feel comfortable. um and there's just stress and hecticness and money and time and all the things and to-do lists and all these things that can like really get us a little bit, a little bit in overwhelm, or maybe just not make it as enjoyable as we would like. For those of you, I know you're out there, those of you that have mastered this time of year, please give me your tips. Let's share them with all of us. But right now we're going to talk about a few tips that have to do with our experience of the holidays as we're going through it, right? Our experience, being able to look back mid-January and look backwards and say, I'm proud of my behaviors. I had a good time and all of those things. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about making sure that even when we're feeling in this overwhelm brings about the inability, the paralyzation of being able to make decisions, the inability to methodically make nice, strong, well thought out decisions. And so let's make the decisions before we get into the holiday season, when we're still, a little bit stronger, a little clearer, so that once the time comes, all we have to do is do the things that we've already decided. We don't have to make the decisions in the moment when it's harder to make them. So one of the strongest things you could do for yourself to help make this time of year run a little bit more smoothly is be self-aware, right? Like, what are the things that you are currently doing, like in your just la times? What are the things that you know with surety that your body and mind need? We oftentimes, when we get really, really hectic, and again, in that overwhelm where we're not making super strong decisions, the first things we throw out the window are the necessities of life. We stop hydrating. We stop taking time to purposefully move or exercise. For some of us, excuse me, the sunlight gets smaller and smaller. And so we might not be getting outside and getting that vitamin D from the sun. We sometimes stop eating regularly. We say we're too busy to eat on the schedule that we know is healthy for us, or be able to eat healthy things. We might socialize more than we might not be taking care of our energy social wise, where we might be socializing more and taking away our self-care things, saying I don't have time to crochet, paint, read a book, listen to music, whatever those nourishing things are. And for some of us, we don't even know what those nourishing things are. We might have what some people would call our self-care routine, but we don't even know what that is. Like, it wasn't a purposeful decision or habit formation. And so we might not even know what that is. So first step is figure out what nourishes you. For everyone, it's the body stuff for sure. Water, food, exercise, vitamin D, and whatever amount of connection and whatever type of connection is healthy for you, as well as some time alone and some downtime. So one is making sure you're taking care of your complete body, and the other is to make sure that you're taking care of your thoughts, your mind, your emotions. And so whatever that looks like, what are the things you do for fun and or relaxation? Do you spend time in nature? Again, like, do you paint? Do you do something artistic? Do you do just something chill? Do you read a book? Do you just snuggle up and watch a movie once a week? What are the things that when things are hectic, you find yourself just going, oh, this, and making sure that this is the time of year that if it's already not purposefully a habit, let's make it one. Let's make sure that these aren't the first things to go out the window, that these are concrete in your schedule, making sure that you're nourishing yourself both physically and mentally so that you can have the strength to show up the way you want to in times of bigger stress, make stronger decisions that you're proud of, and being able to come mid-January, look backwards and say, yeah, yes, I did it. I'm proud of my behaviors. I'm proud of the way that I showed up for others. And I'm also proud of how I was able to flow and show up for myself in a way that I wasn't getting too overwhelmed, too tense. And perhaps with that might come with some actions or words that we're not proud of. So today's tip is first, right now, don't wait. Figure out what your self-care routine is, what your nourishing routines are, what do you absolutely need for your body and mind to be in optimal health. Figure those out if you don't know what they are. And either way, once they're figured out, then schedule them now through the end of the year. Make sure that you're getting it in every single day, every single week, whatever that frequency is, making sure that you're nourishing yourself during this time so that you can have the best time finishing out the year. Let me know how this went. Let me know what your tips are and what you do to nourish yourself. And I'll see you next week.